In this video, we'll look at how we can use a .NET command line interface or a CLI to help you build and publish .NET based apps. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Chaitanya and you can call me Chai. I have more than a decade and a half of experience with software development as a developer, tech lead, architect, and various other roles around designing and delivering software products. We will understand how to find and install a particular version of .NET SDK and also look at commands to validate the current .NET kits installed in your environments. We will also briefly understand how to get help on various commands supported with .NET CLI. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get updates on the new video uploads. To build and release the applications across the environments. By default, .NET CLI will be installed in latest versions of Mac, Windows, and Linux operating system. If not found, you'll be able to download and install relevant SDKs based on the platforms you use. Later in this video, we will look at how to find relevant SDKs and install it in your environment. Before we get into the practical sessions, let's now take a deeper look at what are the key operations you can do using .NET CLI. These commands or operations can be done across various web, desktop, and mobile apps. .NET CLI you can use to create new projects using the standard templates provided by .NET CLI. These templates, you can download from a NuGet package server or whatever you have installed in a local system. Maybe you have installed Visual Studio or various other IDEs that will have a default templates installed. You'll be able to create the projects based on the template. You will also build an existing set of projects and generate the output packages and libraries that you can later on deploy. While you're building, you will be able to connect to third-party package servers such as NuGet or NPM to restore the third-party packages and then go ahead and build and publish your projects. You will not only be able to run unit test cases from your projects using .NET CLI, but you can also generate the code coverage reports on various formats such as Quebertura, Ncover, and other formats that are generally used in CI/CD and unit test cases. You could also add and remove packages that you want to install in your projects from NuGet package server. .NET CLI can also be extended using tools which you can install and upgrade as a standalone tools using .NET CLI. Some of the commonly used tools are SonarQube and code coverage tools, generate tools to generate the HTML report based on your code coverage report. So you could install these latest tools globally and locally and then go ahead and execute to generate the output. Let us now look at where to find latest .NET installers and SDKs and validate the current installed versions and SDKs in your environment. Now to install the latest version or the required version of .NET CLI, which is part of the .NET SDK or the runtime that is installed in your environment, you can go to .NET.microsoft.com where you will not only get the latest libraries available, but you will also get the current software SDKs and runtimes that you can download for Windows, Linux, and I'm currently running on Mac, so it by default loads the .NET the Mac version. You can also download the Docker image for your if you're running on Docker containers or here. So as I said, I'm using Mac, so it by default loads or requests me to download the Mac OS related SDKs. Now, as you can see, the latest version which is available is .NET 6. You will also be able to go and download the previous versions of supported version. At the time of recording this video, there's a .NET 7 under preview, and I think up to from .NET 3 onwards, you have some version supported, which you can download any version between 3, 5, 6, and now 7, which is in preview, to download and install the SDKs. Now, what I've done is I've already done the installation part. So all you need to do is download the SDK and follow the process in your OS to install the library, install the package. Once you have this installed, you can open up the command prompt or the terminal in Linux and Mac, and then if everything is installed right, you'll be able to in order to validate whether .NET is already available or it's installed now. You can type in .NET and double hyphen version. What it will give is it will give the current version of the SDK installed in my machine, which is .NET 5, right? So which is a more current stable version of SDK at the time of recording. So now in order to find out what all other SDKs installed in my environment, I just have to say .NET list SDKs. What it will do is these are all the versions of the SDKs that are installed from 2.1 to 3 to 5, which is a more recent one. So it will list down, you can have multiple SDKs installed in your environments, and this command will list down all the versions. Similarly, you can use the list runtime to list down all the runtimes that are installed in your machine, which is basically used at the time of when you're running the app or when you're running the application. The runtime is used to ensure the application is running as expected. So this is the way to list down all the runtimes and SDKs which are currently installed. If .NET is not installed, you will not be able to run the command .NET, and it will basically get an error, command not found, syntax not found. So with this installed, now let's quickly look at how to get help or how to understand what commands to run and what parameters are optional, what are mandatory. Basically looking at how do I get help for a given command, because .NET CLI has a vast number of commands that you will not be able to have details of all the commands. So the simplest way to get anything around help is on .NET is .NET-H, which will list down all the commands that are supported by the current SDK. If you see here, these are all the commands which are currently I can execute, and I can also, which we have already seen the runtimes and the version that we have seen. Now similarly, let's say if I want to get help on what is new, right? What is .NET new, what parameters to pass, and what new command does, right? I can type in .NET space the command new and then -H. So what it does is it will list down all the commands related to all the help for the command new. So which means that here what options we see here, these are specific to the new command and what are the options you need to pass and for the new command to run. So getting help in a command in the command line interface is easy. All you need to, anytime you're stuck, you can give the command name and -H or --help, right? Any one of these will give you the commands and help related to that particular command. And with that, you will be able to learn and navigate through the .NET CLI, even if you are stuck. So with that, we come to the end of this session wherein, you learned how the basics of .NET CLI, understand how to get started, how to install a particular version, how to check the current versions of SDKs. And this is a series of videos. Come back for next set of videos where we go in detail about each and every command which are useful for you as a developer, as an engineer, or a test or a deployment engineer. And I look forward to connecting with you again. If you have any questions or doubts anytime during this video or any further video, leave a comment and you will get a response from me as soon as possible, probably with a video response, so that you get exactly an answer to the question that you've asked. So thank you, and I look forward to connect with you again.